I mean, for me, my faith is everything. It's my identity, and it's grown to become more of my, wherever that comes.
Right. Well, the classical tradition will say that the human and divine minds, human and divine wills are in concert in Jesus, that they come together. Now, there is that moment, there is Gethsemane, where there is,
and
say what you want.
There have been other moments that weren't as significant, that weren't focused on.
If at the end of the day we clearly see that there's the concert of the two, it's not as though he splits apart.
Right.
So they're without mixing, mingling, or confusion, but in the unity of the divine person. You know, and again, that, to your original question, that's the challenge for an actor playing Jesus, is to try to communicate that. Notoriously difficult.
You know, I'm just wondering, when you're preparing for the role, what role does your Catholicism play in your interpretation? And I'm also curious about how much study of Scripture goes into your preparation. So,
fortunately, you're looking at my Scripture study right here. You know, I went to public school, I went to art college, so I didn't have any theological training or anything like that. I've read a lot. When I can access spiritual advisors from, you know, Catholic advisors, priests, friends of mine, my own spiritual director, Bishop Barron, other folks, especially as I prepare, as he had mentioned, for certain scenes where I'm not quite sure what's sort of underneath, what's underlying, what's girding the scene, what's girding the moment in the story of the Scriptures that we are trying to portray. I will reach out and I will try to get a better sense of it from a theological perspective, because I don't have that training, obviously, myself. I mean, for me, my faith is everything. It's my identity, and it's grown to become more of my identity than I had ever anticipated or planned or thought it would. You know, it was a couple of years, even before the pandemic, that I had my own sort of deeper conversion. And, you know, I was, you know, at the precipice of penury to an extent. And you know, I didn't know how I was going to continue forward. I was, as an actor, I was juggling 6 or 7 different side hustles. I hadn't worked in a few weeks. I'd done a lot of work doing voiceover, which is like, you know, recording